John will address this as well, but that nerd PSA that was a real nerd, not an actor.
Yeah, so I just had written down something like, you know when girls are always, not girls specific, but just people, there's this new thing that people say, I think this would be the most offensive to this audience in San Francisco in general. I'm such a nerd, and it's just become this thing, it's like, no you're not. I would say Olivia Munn is like #1. Not a nerd. That's phony. So I just had that thought, and then Fred said, yeah, we should make it a PSA, from the nerds. So, we wrote out this script for it, and we had this casting guy who actually went to Berkeley High, and he presented me with just a bunch of nerds, and he goes, I didn't want it to be the Revenge of the Nerds. Like, nerds have changed in the last 20 years. And he said there's this guy who works at the hardware store, and he came in, and it was just like, yeah, that's the nerd. That's what a nerd is now. And he said he's kind of offended by the piece. He gets it. I think supportive of it, but he kind of came in with like a little bit of like, are you making fun of me? And he definitely were not. Like, definitely wanted him. And so, he did I think what ended up being the piece was like almost a couple of his first takes where he would get angry with himself about it. And then I let him go. I said, just talk, just rant. You get your own time. And that's a couple of the takes of him talking about, like, you might think I'm so tan, it's because I've been outside, like, LARPing, basically. It was just this awesome, raw performance that, because it was this pent-up thing. It is this real thing. I think that's why people sort of, boing sort of picked it up, because it is this real thing. He got that soapbox to stand on and do it, and I think he did such a great job of really presenting that case, because it's not fair. It's not real, That turn has to be taken back. It's not.
I was trying to, for that shoot, he could not memorize his lines at all. And it seemed frustrating, so I was trying to be a hero. So I got this card stock, and I just wrote out cue cards. I was like, don't worry, I'm going to write this down and put it in front of him when I sat in front of the camera. And once he got it, that's the stuff that we never used, because it was just so smooth that they just took all the earlier things when he was having trouble.
I mean, that's why the improvisation sometimes, it just gives a better performance, a more authentic performance, and like, once he, clunkily got through it, which is a lot of it, and then he just kind of, okay, now let me just talk about what it means to me, and then, that was the other half of it, so. Yeah, he did such a great job. He deserves a lot of credit. He did great.
Well, for giving a soapbox to a host of eclectic and strange characters, let's give Jonathan, Carrie, and Fred a warm round of applause.
Good to see you. Thanks.
Good to see you guys.
That's sweet.
I hope you enjoyed those characters and come back to them.